So we went and sat on a bench, like right across from the restaurant, while we were trying to figure out, okay, what are we gonna eat?
Mm-hmm.
And then, as we're sitting there, people are going in and out of the restaurant. Like, what are they doing? The place is closed. It's closed, guys. It's closed. And they just look at us and like,
yeah. We're not from there.
We try to tell them.
Where are you going in there? Sign says closed. They like,
yeah, tourist. What's happening, people?
From the Williams here.
With love.
So, we just wanted to pop by today to share out something that we love a lot, which is food. So, we wanted to talk about some of our favorite food cities, and we thought we might do it kind of like one of our favorite shows, which is
Best Things I Ever Ate.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
And so we're going to share out some of the places that we really love that we've traveled to, and then share out some specific restaurants or dishes that we've had in some of those locations, just so that it might be helpful for you, because we do a ton of research before we go someplace, and so we figured we'd save you some time.
Follow us on this journey.
Come along, friend.
Come along. We'll do it countdown style. We were going to do our top 5, but our top 5s didn't align perfectly. So what I'll do is give you my number 4, Whit'll give you her number 4, and then we'll do our 3, 2, 1 together.
All right, so get into it.
Number 4, Mexicali, Mexico. You weren't expecting that, were you?
No, we weren't.
For work, I would travel to Mexico a decent amount over the past few years, and Mexicali is one of the places that I would travel to. It's in the state of Baja California, and that's on the border of California and Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 2 hours from San Diego, but it is a treasure. I'll tell you that much. Anybody who's ever had Baja fish tacos, Baja shrimp tacos, this is the place that it originated.
What about Baja Blast?
No, I don't think they have those.
No. Okay.
It was a good try. Back to the tacos. Yeah, there's this place called Marlin. It's one of the original places where these Baja tacos originated from. So some locals took me there because, they could take me around their friends because I'm used to the culture. I'll be in Mexico.
Okay.
I pull up, I'll be like, quiero uno taco de camarón y 2 tacos de pescados.
You're so extra.
Y botella de agua.
Okay, we get it.
This is how you order 2 tacos of fish, 1 shrimp, and a bottle of water. No, but the tacos are amazing. I mean, they do a really simple fry on both the fish and the shrimp, but it's really the fixings that they put on it. You're talking, onions, a lot of diced vegetables, your jalapenos, some ghost peppers, some tomatoes.
Diced ghost peppers?
Yes.
That's not hot.
And that's not even the hottest part. They have this, like a roasted pepper sauce that they put on it. And what they do, for people who've never been there, they say, oh, yeah, you got to get that. It's really good. Yeah, just pour it on there. Like a big dummy, I did that the first time. I didn't finish that taco. It was so hot. I learned my lesson from there. I did the chipotle mayos. That's what I put on it going forward. But it's delicious. And I do a little bit of the pepper sauce. Just, I don't douse it in there anymore. That's my number 4 spot, Mexicali. It's a couple other places that I go in Mexicali as well. They have this area called the Golden Zone. And this is where their steakhouses are, Italian restaurants. And there's this little lunch spot called Divo Ralia. And this is where they have their culinary students for the college that's actually right across the street from the restaurant. They run the restaurant as if it's going to be a restaurant that they would open when they finish culinary school.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really dope concept. And because they're culinary students, they're in there going off. So it's some of the best lunch food that I have. They have a little bit of differences because the people are experimenting, but still consistency whenever the students change out. So definitely a very cool place to check out.
Cool.
That's number 4 for me. What you got?
So my number 4 would be Houston.
Okay. H-Town.
It's going down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah. So, Houston, Texas, that's where my dad and my brothers live. And so I've spent a good bit of time out there in Houston visiting them. And I've gone a few times for work as well, but really, like, the bulk of my time has been out there visiting them. Donovan used to live.
I was about to say, you visited me there, but I wasn't there long enough for her to talk about it. So you can get back to your story.
Okay. So when I go visit, we always go to a few of, like, our staples. One of those, I'm gonna go ahead and name it because sometimes when people put like chains on their places, like I'd be like, that's basic. Torchy's Tacos is a chain, but
It's busting.
so Torchy's has these, like, any kind of taco you want to get, first of all, like fish, shrimp, fried, grilled, breakfast, really good. Just simple tacos, dressed really well. Just good tacos. What I go to Torchy's for is the queso now.
Queso.
Let me tell you, that queso. I mean, you done had the queso.
I had the queso. You done made it here too. You love it so much.
I love that queso. Like, I really think I just need to start buying that spicy sauce.
Okay.
So they put this spicy sauce on the queso. The queso itself is just like really good. I mean, it doesn't have that fake cheese flavor to it. Like, you can tell this is real cheese. You can tell that they really spend time making it creamy, which is what you need in queso. Anywho, they put that hot sauce on there now. That hot sauce is hot. Don't eat it by itself. I mean, it probably ain't as hot as
Mexicali hot,
it ain't as
but
hot
it's
as
hot.
that, but it's hot. And so they really cool it off with this guacamole. Now the guacamole goes on top of the queso. This was mind blowing to me because I had never seen
What a
guacamole
concept.
on queso. Have you had guacamole on queso
No.
before? Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you. So the guacamole on top of the queso with this little hot sauce, it just all works. It works well together, and it's just good. So I tell you, I can eat Torchy's like every day when I'm in Houston. And the good thing is, it's around the corner from my dad. So I probably do eat Torchy's like every day when I'm in Houston.
She's not lying.
I love it. It's good.
What other spots you like? We know you like Torchy's.
So I really like the Carrabba's.
Okay.
Now, Rosie, Tony. These are the original Carrabba's, not the ones that's, we got Carrabba's here.
Yeah, you chain gang right now.
Don't do me like that. Not the Carrabba's that's here. It's different now. The menu items are different. I mean, go look it up. You'll see. It's different. Now, with these Carrabba's, I mean, this is what I imagine Italian food is like. Like, I imagine it's just light, fresh, but still very rich,
Yeah, no,
which
that's
is
a good explanation.
That's how I get, like, when I go to Rosie's and Tony's, just like really clean, airy, fresh. It feels like they just like squirt a little bit of lemon on it.
You got to for those seafood dishes. Rosie's, I like Rosie's. That's a spot. Rosie's is a spot for sure. And
so that's one of my just like go-to spots out there. Now, the other thing that we always do when we go to Houston is we try out a new brunch spot though. Like, we look them up, figure out what's popping right now, and check out a new one. One of my favorites that I went to with both you and my family.
You took them there first, right?
I took them there first. So yeah, I found it for us, and then I was like, hey y'all, let's check out this brunch spot. It was called Boss Cat. So Boss Cat just had like a great vibe. Actually didn't know this before we went, but we pulled up and they had the DJ going. It was brunch. They had mimosas flowing, and we had a really long wait. And I mean, they were just like really great around it. They were like, hey, like, let us get you some complimentary drinks as you all are waiting. It just was really great service as well, which I think was really nice also. But the food itself popped. And so I don't remember. There were these blue pancakes. I can't remember if they were Cookie Monster or Elvis. They were blue. And they were good. Now, I mean, blue pancakes, I mean, it was kind of questionable. Cool thing is I went with my little brothers. One had the Fruity Pebbles, French toast. Actually, my dad had it too. And then the other one had the blue pancakes. And so both of them were just like really good dishes, solid. I think one of the key things that people should think around when you're trying to choose a restaurant when traveling, what is something that you don't want to cook at home, but it's kind of funky enough that you are willing to try it while you're out.
Exactly. That's the whole key. That's the same key that we have when we go to these new cities.
Yeah.
We want to go somewhere and eat something that we're not going to get in Charleston,
Mm-hmm.
which is very difficult.
Because you can get a lot.
You can get everything in Charleston.
I mean,
as you'll find out later.
So I say all that to say, Boss Cat Pops,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite brunch spots.
Yeah.
Houston, great city, full of wonderful, delicious food. Love it. That takes us to number 3, though.
Exactly, and this is where we align. So 3, 2, and 1. This is our joint list.
We on the same page.
Same page, baby.
All
Let
right.
them know number 3.
Amsterdam.
Woo. Oh, you be traveling, huh?
So, fun fact. I went to visit Donovan in Amsterdam because he had to travel for work. I went on the last week of his trip. So he was already there for like 3 weeks and he came to meet me at the airport. I got lost in the airport, y'all.
It was tragic.
It was very tragic.
That's another story for another time because that'll be in our how to manage your relationship stories because it got ugly.
It did. But fun fact, Wick got lost in the airport. So none of my favorite food came from the airport in Amsterdam.
Obviously.
Okay, but back to the food. So the first day we got there, we, after we got situated from that tragic event, we were then able to get on the same page, and we had dinner with your boss.
Oh, yeah.
No, we actually had our own restaurants and all this stuff planned out, and his boss was like, hey, let's have dinner together. I was like, okay, cool. So we went to this restaurant and I ended up getting the calamari at the restaurant. And when I tell y'all, it was so good. I wasn't expecting that.
At all. Not in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
not
I just
seafood.
didn't have any idea that it was going to be that great. And I don't know, maybe it's because it's near the water, potentially.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was really good. The way it was fried was just very light, which I feel like that's what you want in seafood that's
100%.
fried. You want it light, but still crispy, crunchy. If you're gonna eat fried food, go all the way there. Go all in.
Way.
And it did. It wasn't soggy at all. Just airy, light, crispy. Can we go to Amsterdam?
We got some other places to go first. Okay. We can double back.
Anywho.
Yeah. What about the burgers?
You remember the story with the burgers?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. So Whitney is like the queen researcher when we go to these cities to find the best food. She found this place. What you find it on Pinterest or something like that? Yeah, Pinterest. Which I still don't know how to work Pinterest, so we'll let her keep doing the research. But she found this burger spot, and in Europe, especially in the Netherlands, you walk and ride bikes, places, which was something that we had to get a little used to. But we ended up, by this point in the trip saying, yeah, let's just walk down to this place. It's not so far from our hotel. So we walked a little while to get to this burger place. We get to the burger place, and it's, maybe 5 p.m. or something like that?
It was kind of late. Maybe 6.
Later.
It was dark.
6 or 7, maybe. I don't know. But the restaurant was closed, and we were like, what? We walked all this way for this burgers.
We had to walk 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, probably 25 minutes. We walked 25 minutes for some burgers, and the place was closed. So we had to kind of regroup. So we went and sat on a bench, right across from the restaurant, while we were trying to figure out, okay, what are we gonna eat? And then, as we're sitting there, people are going in and out of the restaurant. What are they doing? The place is closed. It's closed, guys. It's closed. And they just look at us and
we're not from there.
We're trying to tell them.
Where are you going in there? Sign says closed. They
yeah, tourist. Come to find out, the food is so good that they have to put a closed sign on it because it keeps the large crowds from coming. So only people who know this restaurant and know how to get the food know that the close sign is just to detract people to go somewhere else. That's how good the food is. You can put a close sign on the window and still make all your money.
Right. So Donovan goes in. I'm still scary. So I'm sitting on the bench don't do it. Don't go in. He goes in, he's like, come on. They said, let's order.
Yeah, we're going to do it. Let's go. These people going in. I'm going to give me a burger.
Do you remember what kind of burgers we had?
I don't remember, but I remember it was the best burger I ever had in my life.
I remember we had a Wagyu beef one.
Okay, yeah, it was Wagyu beef.
Is that how you say it? Wagyu?
Wagyu?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would say Wagyu. But maybe it's Wagyu.
Hey, let us know.
Does somebody know?
In the comments. Somebody put a pronunciation thing in there.
So we have one of those burgers, and then
was it a toasted onion bun?
That sounds about right.
I think so. It was a toasted onion bun.
It was just really good.
I don't remember. It was a very simple burger, but
and that was the thing. Like, I don't think it was anything extra. Like, there wasn't, all of these toppings or these really intricate layers to it. Like, they were simple burgers, but they were done well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the pieces. Like, you could tell they were probably seasoned just with salt and pepper.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then, but what I remember is, like, biting into it and literally being like, the 25-minute walk
was worth it. The sitting on the bench was worth it.
And like,
now I know why they put the closed sign on.
Like, it made so much sense. It did.
Yeah, because we wanted to go get more when we finished those. Just being greedy.
We weren't hungry anymore.
At all. Another thing that I loved about Amsterdam, you weren't there, but while I was there, I went to this place called Cafe Loche.
Mm-hmm.
And another great steak place. Salt and pepper, seasoned, wonderful grill marks, cooked perfectly temperature-wise, juicy steak, great cut of meat. I think that's what it was. It's just like a premium meat, but that's one of the best steaks I've ever had as well. So yeah, Cafe Loche.
And then, I mean, the last thing, it wasn't a place that we had it at in particular.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the type of food.
We had those stroop waffles.
Stroop waffles.
And I remember telling you about it because I had done my Pinterest research. And I remember telling him, like, we got to get the stroop waffle off the street. Like, it got to be warm off the street. And he was like, I've been eating stroop waffles the whole time I've been here. Like, what are you talking about? And what happened when you got the stroop waffle off the street?
Oh, my goodness. Did you put it on, like, a cup of coffee or something? Or it was just hot?
It was already warm.
Oh, my goodness. The warm stroop waffle. I've been eating them because they eat them as snacks as well, like a cold snack, room temperature snack, like a wafer, because it's like a thin waffle with like this caramel in between the two waffle wafers.
Yep.
But so you eat them just like a chip, like an Oreo, anything like that. I didn't know they was making them hot on the street.
Yeah, friend.
She changed the game with that. You also put me on something else.
What?
Pofferties.
We did a walk for them Pofferties, so
we walked for them Pofferties. I think we got the Pofferties in the red light district.
That's when I felt like I was in Pinocchio Treasure Island.
Yeah, don't take Whitney to the red light district. It was
yeah,
a little
it was a
much
lot.
for her.
It was a lot for me.
But yeah, the Pofferties, they're like little pancakes, like mini pancakes, and they're cooked as a dessert. And I think you put ice cream on the top of them.
Yeah,
so
we
you have
had
like a lot of like freshly baked, and they're in there just making them fresh, hopping them, dropping them on your plate.
And even though they're pancakes, they kind of remind me of like donuts, like little mini donuts.
That's the vibe it gave. So it's like a little different texture than a pancake, a little lighter, a little fluffier, and quite tasty. Yeah.
We got ice cream. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, yeah.
I mean, we got ice cream on ours, but I know there were people next to us who just had like that little condensed milk drizzle, and then people who just had powdered sugar. So you can get it however you want. But it's basically just like another dessert.
Yeah. 100%.
Which was really good.